For the second time in just a couple of weeks, Zafar Ansari recorded the best innings of his career as he batted very solidly on the second day of Surrey's match with Glamorgan in Colwyn Bay to help the visitors move into a strong position at the halfway stage of this contest. The hard yards had been done on the first day when Ansari and Rory Burns had opened up with an unbroken stand of 121 in reply to Glamorgan's 232 all out. That meant that Surrey, with all of their first innings wickets intact, began the second morning just 111 runs behind, with both of their openers already with 50s to their names. And their excellent partnership began to grow further as the Welshman struggled to find a way through either of them. Burns started to move clear of his partner by being the more aggressive of the two openers, some gorgeous shots included. While Ansari was a little more circumspect, he is a youngster who does not think that thrashing the ball to all parts in T20 cricket is everything. Last month, these two left-handers put on 215 runs together in Bristol, and their partnership here reached 182, with Burns moving to within 3 runs of his second ton of the season. He tried to shovel a ball from Rory Smith for his 17th four to take him to his 100, but for once he mistimed his shot and offered Jacques Rudolph a simple catch in the covers. That brought in Aaron Haranath, a man best known for his ability to defend for long periods. Here, however, he simply picked up the baton left by Burns and played with a positive intent. He began to plunder the ball to all parts, showing that he has another string to his bow. Take this shot as an example, a firm straight hit down the ground off Dean Koska that went for 6. Haranath was as good against spin as he was against pace, and by the time that the lunch break arrived, he'd raced to 45 in little time and had helped the total along to 239 for 1 for a lead of 7 runs. Ansari, meanwhile, had been happy to bed in and add just 28 runs to his overnight 55. Haranath then completed his 50 on the restart, made off just 55 balls, this one of his 6 fours. He was out for 60 just after the second new ball had been taken. Haranath was on his way when he edged Michael Hogan to Rudolph in the slips. Next ball, Hogan grabbed his 40th wicket of an excellent championship campaign by having Vikram Solanki held by Chris Cook, a wicket which now left Surrey on 270 for 3. That gave them a lead of 38 runs, and Stephen Davis was soon adding to that with an array of attacking shots. With Ansari happy to hold up one end, the batsmen at the other end were free to play some shots, and that's just what Davis did. When he plays in this manner, there are few better players to watch on the circuit. Languid is a word that could be used to describe his shots. Ansari, meanwhile, worked hard for his runs and fully deserved to get to his 100, the second of his career, both of which have come in recent weeks. The 23-year-old is in the form of his life with both bat and ball, and has turned himself from a handy all-rounder to a class 1 in a hurry. The shot he played to get to his 100 was typical, as was his very solid defence. On this evidence, and on the evidence of the last 6 weeks or so, Ansari must have a big future ahead of him. He's a test player in the making. His 100 here had come off 267 balls with just 9 fours. At the other end, Davis took 37 off 47 balls, taking the lead to 84 when he was the 4th man to fall with a total on 316, missing a whip to leg off Jim Allenby to go LBW. That brought in Jason Roy, another man in terrific touch right now, and that was soon clear before the wind got up and a shower raced in. The players were off for just over an hour, and on their return Ansari was finally dismissed, chopping a ball from Allenby back onto his stumps to go for a career best 112 after spending more than 6.5 hours at the crease. With him out, Roy now took over. His performances in this season's T20 has got many a pundit excited, and some are saying he must be a shoo-in for the World Cup in the winter. But it's not just in the short format where his skills are shining through. He has the fastest 100 of the summer, made off 55 balls, and scored another quick-fire ton in last week's game with Hampshire. Here he raced to another half-century off 55 balls before ending the day on 59 from 58. Surrey missed out on their full quota of bonus points, but are very well placed to earn a win, which may have those above them in the table looking over their shoulders. They will go again on the third morning on 400 for 5, and that has put them 168 runs to the good, with plenty more to come.